Okay, real talk. Do you ever just look at a tiny little box and wonder like, is this thing actually a real computer or just pretending? Yeah, that was literally me a week ago. So here's the thing. MinisForum hit me up and sent me over this UM750L. And I'm looking at the box kind of like, all right, what's your deal? Are you secretly powerful? Or is this just another overhyped lunchbox PC? Right off the bat, you probably saw the thumbnail and you're thinking, can I actually game on this thing? Is it fast or just, small? And is it actually good for value or did I just buy a really expensive paperweight? I swear I had the same questions. So let's actually open it up, poke around, maybe break something by accident and see what happens. Let's go. And hi, by the way, if you're new here, no big intro, not my style, but just know I love taking stuff apart, sometimes get stuck, and I'll tell you when something is cool or if it sucks. Today's adventure figuring out if this mini PC can do actually PC things. Gaming, editing, work stuff, maybe a little YouTube, maybe just play some old games, whatever. And I promise I'll try something weird, not just boring benchmarks. Let's make this interesting. Alright, box time. So first impression, whoa, it's heavier than I expected. Not like a workout at the gym. No, this actually surprised me, so that's kind of a good feeling. Okay, when you open up the box, you'll find the mini PC itself, a big power brick, a VESA mount, I really like that, some paperwork that I'll totally not read, and then if we just focus on the mini PC, it's bigger than I pictured. Not huge, but not hide behind your monitor and forget it exists tiny. I mean, they made room for more fans, which might be good or might mean it's just a little oven inside. We'll find out. Honestly, I was kind of nervous to open it up. Last time I did this, I snapped the plastic tab off a different mini PC. But okay, here goes. Flip it over, unscrew 4 tiny screws, take a breath, bottom comes off way easier than expected. And inside everything is packed tight, but not messy. First, but wait, what? There's a big thermal pad and a metal plate sitting on top of the M.2 SSD, just chilling under its own little fan. Fancy. You even get a slot for a second M.2 drive, and there's already a thermal pad there too. Kind of feels like when you find an extra fry at the bottom of the bag. Didn't expect it, but hey, a bonus. Alright, let's take a tour around this little guy. Front first. Big power button, can't miss it. Tiny reset button, probably for when I mess something up. Then you've got 2 USB 3.2 Type A ports for, mouse, keyboard, charging your spinner, whatever. A lot of things you can use it for. And it also comes with a headphone mic jack. And you got a clear CMOS button, which I only know about because I once bricked a BIOS trying to overclock a potato. Now let's spin it around, and the back's got more. 2 old school USB 2.0 ports. I like having these stuff for things that doesn't really need speed. Again, keyboard, mouse, USB stick with embarrassing files, whatever. And I also see a USB 4 port. That's not common at all at this price point. You also see a DisplayPort 1.4 and HDMI port 2.1. So both the HDMI and DisplayPort, even one of the USB 4 ports, can go all the way up to 8K at 60 frames per second, or even 4K at 120 Hz per second. I don't even have a monitor that nice, but hey, flex on your friends, I guess. Then there's also a 2.5 Giga Ethernet port. That's kind of wild for this price. And obviously Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3. If you still have a printer from 2004, you might be out of luck, but otherwise you're golden. Okay, so specs. This version has Ryzen 5 7545U inside. Sounds fancy. It's got 6 cores, 12 threads, and let's be real. I looked this up because I never remember which Ryzen is which. But what matters is it's pretty new. You get 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM at 6400 MHz, which I thought was a typo at first, but it's awesome. And a 1TB M.2 SSD PCI Gen 4, so it's super fast. And I'm already wondering, should I upgrade my main desktop with this SSD? And honestly, I was kind of shocked to see USB 4 and 2.5 GB Ethernet on this thing. Normally that stuff is on the big, expensive, look at my RGB gaming rigs. And here you have it. It's like, yep, I'm here too. Oh, and power, it can handle 65 to 100 watts, which probably explains the big power brick. But it's still small enough to get lost on my desk. Moment of truth. Plug it in, hit power, there's a little light. Fans spin up. Boots up super quick. No bloatware. I mean, I just went with a Windows install that came on it, and it was so clean. No weird pop-ups, no AI assistants bugging me to try yoga. Respect. First test. YouTube at 4K. Ran smooth, no buffering, didn't even stutter when I opened like 14 tabs. Don't judge me. Next, I wanted to do some work stuff. Opened up a Google Doc, started typing this script, got distracted, opened Spotify, a few more Chrome tabs, and yeah, it was still running smooth. This is the part where I usually notice cheap mini PCs struggling. But this one didn't seem to care. I also tried some quick photo editing. It's not a crazy editing machine, but it was fine. No weird lag, even when I threw a bunch of big images at it. Okay, let's get to the part everyone's curious about. Gaming. Look, it's got integrated graphics, not a dedicated graphics card. But I wanted to see what would happen if I would just start some games. So I installed Fortnite and I wanted to see if this thing is ready to cry. But honestly, it's playable. Pretty smooth and way better expected for a mini PC this size. I put the settings low of course, but everything was playable. Okay, let's do a quick stop at benchmark fill. Geekbench 6 single core 2484, multi-core 8916, OpenCL 13467, Cinebench multi-core 10869. I know, numbers are boring, but for what it's worth, these are better than some old gaming laptops I've tested, and even beat some last gen desktops. If you're a nerd stat, hey, I've got you covered. Oh, and the SSD speed? Reads 6700 megabytes, writes 5300 megabytes. Translation, you can probably install Minecraft and Photoshop at the same time while downloading a whole season of SpongeBob. Honestly, this was my secret worry. Tiny PC is tiny fans, sounds like an airplane taking off. But it didn't. Even after running stress tests for 20 plus minutes, it hung around 84 Celsius max on the CPU, with fans hitting 46 decibels. If you put your ear right up to it, at arm's length, totally fine. Way quieter than my old desktop, which sounds like a swarm of bees if I open too many tabs. So if you're the kind of person who, like me, just has to open every new gadget, good news. You can add a second M.2 SSD, and it's all held together with regular screws. No weird clips or warranty void stickers, so that's props for making it friendly. Okay, the things that I really love and where it actually surprised me in a good way is a USB 4 port. Did not expect that. 2.5 gigabyte Ethernet, also like what? And Wi-Fi 6E. Like for the price you'd think they'd cheap out, but nope. Also it just works, no crashes, no weird blue screens, no Windows needs to repair itself drama, and it runs cool, even if you push it. Didn't expect that from a plastic shelf, but the airflow's actually decent. Okay, honesty time. There's always stuff that could be better. The plastic case feels like, I don't know, a toyish, not bad, but I wouldn't drop it off the shelf. And honestly, for just a little more money, you could get a dedicated graphics card. So if you're dreaming of playing AAA games at ultra settings, this isn't for you. But if you just want something that does everything without drama, it's solid. So let's talk money. Right now, this PC is around $389 in the US and 429 euros in the EU. And for what you're getting, fast storage, tons of ports, all the wireless goodies, and that extra M.2 slot, it's honestly pretty solid. But is it the best value ever? For most people, yes. If you want to push max gaming, look for a Ryzen 7 or something. But if you're like me, web, light editing, games that aren't totally new, or just want something that won't annoy you, this is kind of a sweet spot. So here's the thing. Before this, I always kind of side-eyed mini PCs, thinking, yeah, but can you really use them, or is it just a YouTube prop? But the UM750L changed my mind. It's not magic, but it does way more than I expected, and didn't annoy me with weird issues. If you want a tiny computer that works great, is super easy to upgrade, and won't sound like a jet engine, this is it. And shout out to MinisForum for sending this over. They didn't pay me, they just said, see what you think. So this is what I think. If this helped, or if you just like watching me get confused by small computers, maybe like, comment, or subscribe, or don't. I won't be mad. But for real, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.